is a Motivational Monday. So we are kicking off the show with one coach and his mission to educate and inspire others to live a healthy lifestyle while following a path of continuous personal development. Professional MMA fighter and creator of the Fight Camp Planner, Kory Beck, is joining us live now this morning. Kory, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and I'm honored to be here.
Well, we are chatting all things motivation, right? Getting people up and towards their goals, and that's really what you strive to do.
Yes, ma'am. So let's just jump right into it. Today I wanted to talk about, 5 steps in the process to accomplishing goals.
Okay.
So the very first piece of that is acting on your inspiration. So when you feel inspired, when you have that initial motivation,
Yes.
it's important to act immediately.
Yeah.
Because if we wait, if we procrastinate, we might not even get started. So the best way to take action initially is to set intentions and plan.
Okay.
So
I like that.
when we can take small actionable items and incorporate them into our daily routine, then it allows us to start building momentum. We can do things, small things every single day, and as we accomplish those things, as we check them off the list, that builds confidence, that fuels us to keep going and keep moving forward.
So it's a big deal to be writing it down, making that intention, and saying I'm going to do this, kind of helping get that habit built.
Yeah, exactly. So habits that's the next step of this,
Yeah.
is we want to stay disciplined, right? It's hard to stay disciplined because that motivation, that inspiration, it's fleeting, it comes and goes. We all know that.
Yes.
But those habits, and by starting small and doing small things day in and day out, will build those habits. Then when we have those habits, things are just automatic. We don't have to think about them. We don't give ourselves a chance to talk ourselves out of them. We'll just do them.
Wonderful. And we started a lot of motivation starting in January with the new year. Now it's May. Let's say some people have fallen off some of their goals. What about showing yourself some grace, getting it back, getting those habits back?
Yeah, so exactly like you said, you have to be able to give yourself some grace.
Okay.
Life gets in the way. Things don't always go as planned. And we have to be able to accept where we are, see how far we've come, and then give ourselves that grace so then we can get back on track. If we fall off and then we beat ourselves up about it and all that, we might not ever start again. But if we can accept where we are, where we've come from, and where we want to be, and give ourselves that grace in the process,
Yes.
then we're able to get back on track and keep moving forward. And ultimately, we're looking for progress, not perfection.
Yes, of course. And I really like that you're simplifying it, right? It's nothing too daunting or too crazy to think about.
Yeah.
It's just setting these intentions and following through with them.
Exactly.
So when it comes to your planner, can you kind of give an insight of what that looks like? Is that just to sort of encourage that intention setting?
Yeah, so it's a process that I've used personally in my training and my coaching, and I wanted to give others the opportunity to do that too, to optimize your training, to plan it out, to make sure that you do everything you need to do, and you can track it throughout the process, so you know going into your fight that you have done what needs to be done. You can feel confident.
Yeah.
And I really followed this exact process when I was creating it and publishing it. It was a monumental task for me.
Yeah.
But by simply taking action, setting my intentions, planning, building that momentum, staying disciplined, and then giving myself grace when things didn't always go as planned, I was able to actually follow through and get it published and have it as a resource for other people to use.
So it's proven. It works, right?
It does,
works.
it does.
Wonderful. Well, it's so cool to see that you're doing this for people professionally, but also physically, all of that. So you can find further information about Kory Beck right there on your screen. And there is a special offer. You can have a free trial class at ESMMA and Fitness. I love boxing. I'm all about that. That would be so fun. Jab, cross, jab, jab. So you can find that for further information. Thank you, Kory, for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.